In this footage comparison, we put the DJI Pocket 4 Pro, DJI Pocket 4, and Insta360 LUNA Ultra head-to-head to see how they perform in real-world shooting. From bright daylight landscapes to challenging low-light scenes, each camera is tested for sharpness, dynamic range, color accuracy, stabilization, autofocus, and overall image quality. The Pocket 4 Pro stands out with its dual camera system, improved zoom performance, and excellent subject tracking, while the Pocket 4 continues to deliver reliable stabilization and natural-looking footage in a compact design. Meanwhile, the Insta360 LUNA Ultra impresses with its high-resolution recording, Leica-tuned color science, and versatile shooting options. Whether you're a travel vlogger, filmmaker, or content creator, this comparison highlights the strengths and weaknesses of each camera, helping you decide which compact gimbal camera offers the best image quality and overall value for your creative workflow in 2026. Many of you have probably already noticed that the colors from the two cameras look different. Perhaps because the LUNA Ultra is equipped with a color temperature sensor, its colors appear closer to real life, while the DJI Pocket 4P has a slightly cooler color tone. Next, let's look at medium and long-distance shots. Because of the weather, neither camera produced particularly clear or vibrant images. In the DJI footage, distant leaves, buildings, and windows gradually lose detail. At first glance, the LUNA Ultra appears sharper, but after closer inspection, you can clearly see signs of over-sharpening. Now let's compare the log footage before color restoration. At the moment, the LUNA Ultra only shows flat log footage, including footage restored using the official LUT without any secondary color grading. Although both cameras produce different color styles, the digital look is significantly reduced compared to the standard mode. The LUNA Ultra's over-sharpening also disappears in log mode. Now let's take a look at DJI's new D-Log 2 mode. Due to the poor weather conditions, I wasn't able to fully experience the Pocket 4P's advertised 17-stop dynamic range. However, it's immediately obvious that D-Log 2 looks very different from the previous D-Log profile. Next, let's test the 3x telephoto lens. The DJI uses a 1/1.28-inch sensor with an f1.8 aperture, while the LUNA Ultra uses a 1/1.3-inch sensor with an f2.0 aperture. After zooming into 200%, I honestly wondered if I had accidentally mixed up the footage. After checking several times, I confirmed I hadn't. Although the DJI has the stronger hardware on paper, the LUNA Ultra actually captures better fine detail, whether you're looking at the texture of the white horse statue or the golden reflections on the saddle. Perhaps that's because the LUNA Ultra has already received 2 firmware updates since launch, giving it a more optimized image pipeline. I'm looking forward to seeing how the Pocket 4P improves after future firmware updates. Although both cameras officially list a 60mm equivalent focal length, their framing isn't exactly the same. The DJI image appears slightly more zoomed in. I'm not sure whether that's due to breathing compensation or another factor. Now let's compare the telephoto lenses in log mode. This is the 3x telephoto test. It's time once again for the sunny white horse comparison. In log mode, the DJI finally shows the full potential of its hardware. The fine texture and details on the horse are fully restored. At this point, the image quality from both cameras becomes remarkably similar. The main difference is simply the color produced after applying each camera's official LUT. That made me wonder, can their LUTs be used interchangeably? So I accidentally applied the same LUT to footage from both cameras. Let's see what happened. When I applied DJI's LUT to the LUNA Ultra footage, most colors were restored correctly, although yellows shifted slightly. So what happens if we do the opposite? After applying the LUNA Ultra LUT to DJI's log footage, the images became incredibly similar. The only noticeable difference was that the LUNA Ultra image looked slightly darker. This may simply be due to different exposure strategies. After increasing the exposure of the LUNA Ultra footage slightly, the two images became almost impossible to tell apart. Now, both cameras are shooting in standard mode using 6x zoom at 4K 60 frames per second. At 6x, both cameras are using digitally cropped images. Even at 200% magnification, you can still see the same issue on the DJI that appeared during the 3x standard mode test. The distant leaves become blurry. Interestingly, this issue disappears in log mode. Hopefully, DJI will improve this through future firmware updates. Now let's test the zoom performance. At 12x zoom, the DJI zooms much faster. I'll change the LUNA Ultra's zoom speed to its fastest setting. Let's compare them again. Whether using the default setting or the fastest manual zoom speed, the DJI zooms significantly faster than the LUNA Ultra. However, the LUNA Ultra provides smoother zoom transitions. Its zoom logic steps through 2x, then 3x, then 6x. DJI's zoom logic is more intuitive. Starting at 1x, pressing the zoom button once jumps directly to 3x. Pressing it again jumps to 6x. Pressing once more returns directly to 1x. Now we're testing subject tracking using the 3x telephoto lens. Let's place both cameras here for the comparison. At 4K 60 frames per second using the wide-angle lens, tracking should be easy for both cameras. Is there any chance they'll lose the subject? Probably not. Wide-angle tracking is one of their strengths. I'm almost at the tracking limit, so I'll stop here. Both cameras successfully reacquire the subject. Now let's test tracking at 3x zoom. Let's see if the white horse can block me from view. I'll walk around it. Will either camera lose tracking? When reacquiring the subject after an obstruction, the DJI Pocket 4P responds more aggressively. However, once I return to the frame, both cameras lock onto me again without any issues. Let's increase the speed and start running. I'm getting tired now. Next, let's test the minimum focusing distance of the telephoto lenses. The LUNA Ultra can focus as close as 15 centimeters, giving it a clear advantage. The DJI has already lost focus. Now, let's compare background blur and focusing distance at 3x zoom. I'll let you judge the results for yourselves. Both cameras have beauty mode enabled. On the LUNA Ultra, I'm using the one-touch beauty mode. On the DJI Pocket 4P, I adjusted the beauty settings manually. My skin isn't in the best condition today, so I definitely need a little beauty enhancement. I'll leave it to you to decide which looks better. Now, let's move on to low-light video. Since the DJI Pocket 4P only supports 4K 30 frames per second in low-light mode, both cameras were tested at 4K 30 frames per second. Because the showroom lighting is fairly bright, it's difficult to declare a winner. Next is the lens flare test. The LUNA Ultra shows noticeable ghosting when shooting directly into the sun. It turns out the DJI Pocket 4P also experiences some ghosting. Now, let's compare the built-in microphones. The environment is relatively quiet. The audio you're hearing now was recorded by the DJI Pocket 4P. And this is the audio recorded by the Insta360 LUNA Ultra. After spending 1.5 hours shooting in the same location with identical settings, both cameras proved to be excellent. Their hardware specifications are also very similar. Both feature a 1-inch main camera paired with a 3x optical telephoto lens. Some of the differences in features weren't practical to compare during this test. So, which gimbal camera should you choose? As the pioneer of pocket-sized gimbal cameras, the DJI Pocket 4P focuses on stable portrait shooting and professional creators who enjoy color grading. Its 17-stop dynamic range with D-Log2, combined with the 3x telephoto camera featuring a 1/1.28-inch sensor and bright f1.8 aperture, gives it an advantage for portrait photography. It also supports 4K 240 frames per second on the main camera and 4K 200 frames per second on the telephoto lens, offering outstanding slow-motion capabilities. With a lower price and a larger 103GB internal storage capacity, it delivers excellent value for money. The Insta360 LUNA Ultra, on the other hand, isn't simply following the competition. Its innovative detachable screen makes remote monitoring, camera control, and audio management much easier for solo creators. Both cameras can record in 8K at 30 frames per second, offer up to a 6x focal range, support Dolby Vision, feature Leica color profiles for a cinematic look, and provide a 4K 60 frames per second night mode. The LUNA Ultra is better suited for creators with heavy shooting workloads who either don't know how or don't have time to professionally color grade their footage. Although it only includes 47GB of internal storage and costs slightly more than the DJI Pocket 4P, I believe it's absolutely worth the price.